With Hashem's loving grace, today's podcast is entitled Sifting the Flour, and it helps us understand the difficult times that we're experiencing on both sides of the ocean. Rebbe Elimelech of Lizensk longed for the coming of Messiah, a day when truth and justice will prevail the world over. He told a parable about a baker sifting flour during one of his Sabbath afternoon talks, which he said would be indicative of Moshiach's imminent arrival. A baker was vigorously sifting flour. The pure particles of clean white flour fell into a clean oak barrel below the sieve, while the straw, pebbles, and other non-desirable elements remained on top in the sieve above. Apparently, the pure flour particles were suffering. They took a steep fall from the sieve to the barrel. They fell one on top of the other in a cloud of dust. They could barely see or barely breathe. Meanwhile, the pebbles in the shaft were enjoying the ride up on the sieve. They looked down at the pure flour particles and laughed. "Hey, you miserable particles think you're so good, huh? You think you're better than us, don't you? But we're on top, looking down at you with plenty of fresh air and a nice view. You're down below in a crowded, dusty barrel. So you see, we rule over you." Well, the pebbles in the shaft were a little too presumptuous and a little too overconfident. They were so engrossed in their smug feeling of comfort, power, and invincibility that they lost sight of reality. Just when they had the roomy sieve all to themselves, all of a sudden the baker, with one swift backhand motion, swung the sieve in the air. The pebbles went flying into oblivion and the chaff was cast to the four corners of the wind. Neither was ever seen again. The baker then gently scooped the pure white flour, now clean of all impurities, and mixed it with fresh flowing spring water from Mount Zion. He kneaded the mixture into a smooth white dough that he then baked into golden brown challahs, the ceremonial bread that was served to Moshiach in the inauguration of a rebuilt holy temple in Jerusalem. This is not just a parable, it's a prophecy. The pebbles in the shaft in Rebbe Elimelech's parable represent the conglomeration of immoral and unethical elements that are in power today. The downtrodden, sift flour particles are the upright people that are trying to do their best to live their lives in emunah and in Torah law. But rest assured, a great hand from above with one swift movement will cast all impurity to the four corners of the winds, as we say in our high holiday literature, to purify the world of evil's regime. It's all happening speedily in our days. Amen. God bless.